everybody. This is Bino. Today, what I thought I would do is talk a little bit about the quickies that I have and compare them. So the first one I have is a Milled Singing Tree Quickie. The next one is a Cast Singing Tree Quickie. And the last one is a Notch Quickie. First, we have the Milled Singing Tree Quickie. Alright, so the Milled Singing Tree Quickie. I got this about maybe in 2018. My wife gave it to me for a Christmas gift. Really was excited about it because prior to this, I was using a quick link or a screw link, and it was kind of monotonous when I was using it. But anyhow, this quickie really changed the SRT for me. Or SRS, I really enjoyed it. What I enjoyed about this in particular is that the edges are very smooth. Definitely the size. It's very small. And the shape, because of this shape, I think it will never side load. I'm thinking it's because of this narrow part and then how this is thick, and then the way it kind of pushes like the rope toward the smaller portion. What's really nice about it, it's a 4-action to open. So you would push this little lever down. That's 1 action. Then pushing is 2, pushing this down is 3, and then pushing is 4 to open. Plus, you can even go further if you need it to be wider. But it's really smooth in the way it opens and closes. It has a kilonewton rating on it. So the minor axis is 15 kilonewtons, and the major is 30 kilonewton, which really falls in line what tree care entails. I've never seen it get loaded on the minor axis, so that's a real good point for me. But the smoothness and how this worked, oh man, it really sold me on the quickie. Pretty much enjoy it. Good piece of tool to have. This is the Cast Singing Tree Quickie. So after I had that Milled Singing Tree Quickie, I found out about this Cast Singing Tree Quickie. It was half the price. So what I ended up doing is buying it for my whole crew. And it actually is the same situation where it has 4 actions. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 to open. The shape of it is basically almost identical. The difference is it has like sharper edges here. And it didn't come with a kilonewton rating on it, which didn't make me so happy. But the rating was exactly the same thing as the milled version. So it was a 15 kilonewton side loading and a 30 on the major axis. But actually this is equally as good as the milled version. I really had good use of this, and I think my crew really likes it too. This is a Notch Cast Quickie. This is the Notch Cast Quickie, and actually it's almost exactly identical to the Cast Singing Tree Quickie. The difference is in the kilonewton rating. Let me see if I can. Okay, so here it goes. The kilonewton rating for the minor axis is in 13 kilonewtons, and the major axis is 30. So the minor axis is a little bit less, but the shape and the way it looks is different. I was a little bit more impressed with this because it did have the stamped kilonewton rating on this, and the Singing Tree one didn't. But as far as the actions go, the same situation: 1, 2, 3, and 4. The way it moves in and out, the shape of it, they're pretty close to being identical. And I really think this works equally as well as the Singing Tree Cast Quickie. So as I'm comparing these, they're close to equal, and the way they operate The Singing Tree milled version, what I really like about it is that it's more smooth, and it also had stamp ratings, but it's pretty much double the price of the Caste versions. Really good piece of tool here. The Singing Tree Quickie, exactly identical to this one when it came to kilonewton ratings, 15 and 30. The way it operates is just the same. It had these sharp edges, which some people might not like. I've never found it to be a problem. It doesn't harm the rope or slings or anything in any way. But it was identical in kilonewton rating. Downside, there was no stamp. It didn't show the rating on its body. So then I'll go over to the Notch. So the Notch is kind of comparable to the Singing Tree Cast one. I did like that the Notch had the kilonewton ratings here, but it was a lesser minor access than both of the Singing Tree at 13 and not 15 kilonewton rating. But the major access on all of them are 30 kilonewton rating. The way they all move, how you push the pins open and you close them, they're pretty much equal. Shape, size, and weight, they're about equal. Like I said, I'd be happy with any of these. If a price point's important to you, then the Caste versions are probably something you'd want to have. For me, I think I like the milled version. I really like the smooth edges and the way it works. But it is about double the price of one of these, the Caste versions. So anyhow, I think what I would say to you is they're all equally as good. I do think they're a heck of a lot better than using a quick link or a screw link, because it is a quicker operation. And I do definitely feel safe with all of these. We just went over the different quickies that are on the market. And I got to say that I'm happy with any of these. I really like it. If you were looking for something that's a little bit more efficient, a quickie is a way to go. For me, I'll choose the milled quickie. I really like the smooth edges of it, and you know, the only bad part is it was like double the price of either of the other ones, but this would be my choice. But any of them are just as good. So just want to let you guys know that I have a Instagram. I post some videos from my work, contractors and city employees working, and anything I find interesting about trees. So like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks. Take care.